Today we're talking all about wooden utensils. Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Tami.
And I'm Tom.
And we are the creators of the blog and this YouTube channel called Nutmeg Notebook. And this is where we share with you all about our whole food, plant-based lifestyle. Although today, we're going to share with you some wonderful kitchen utensils that we're really excited about. So
That help us with our whole food plant-based lifestyle.
That's right, they do.
These are whole plant-based utensils. Well, tree-based. Okay.
There you go. Okay, so you guys know that we love the Holland Bowl Mill company. They are the makers of the wood bowls that we like to use to make our chopped salads in. They're located in Holland, Michigan, and they also have, besides the line of bowls, they have a wonderful line of wood utensils.
And these are also made right there in Holland, Michigan, with the parts of the log that don't wind up in bowls. The other bits of the tree don't get wasted. They get turned into some lovely kitchen utensils.
Yeah, actually they don't waste anything because even all the little scraps, the little wood chips, they sell
Turn
those.
into smoking chips, yeah.
Yeah, so nothing goes to waste there. So we wanted to share with you how wonderful these products are. Like you, we cook oil-free, so that means that we do use some non-stick cookware, and these are wonderful for that because these are all made from one piece of wood. Maybe you want to talk about that, how they're made.
Yeah, they start out with the raw materials there, rough cut, shape, sanding down to a fine sand, all on site. And as Tami said, from a single piece of wood, so we're not dealing with any laminates, we're not dealing with any glues or anything that's going to come apart over time. So, I remember my parents had some kind of salad bowls, and it was a crisscross shape, and it had been pressure. And it was mostly glue and not so much, it was like plywood, the shape of a bowl.
So you were telling me a story the other day about how you had the wooden spoon
when
you were a kid.
When we got these, it triggered an old memory bank where in my mom's set of kitchen utensils, there was one long-handled wooden spoon that had been very well used. I have vague memories of it being used to stir like the spaghetti sauce in the big cast iron pan, anything where you needed a good solid rigid handle that wasn't going to bend or flex while you were dealing with whatever. And so wooden spoons have been around a lot longer than any other kind of spoon, I suspect, if you go back in history. So they've certainly proven themselves over time. So these give you that rigidity. They give you a nice, easy to hold on. They've shaped the handles so they're really have a good, I don't know how to describe it.
Just feels good to hold on to.
Yeah, very substantial to hang on to, which is going to play in more with some of these others here. So this is, I remember in making the sauce that, I don't know if it's against the rules, but we would sip.
Sure you did.
You would sip out of the wood. So this is a sipping wooden spoon for sipping your sauce. Sauce sip. This one is a little bit more substantial if you're going to dispense some of it into something. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself there.
Yeah.
So are we going to work left to right here?
Yeah, let's do. So let's talk about these. These are beautiful cherry
hold
salad.
Them up for the camera for us.
Beautiful cherry salad servers. So you can get a good look at them here. And so they go wonderful with the cherry wood bowl, as you can see. So for serving, this is really nice. And they come in the different woods as well. So you can choose some to match whatever type wood your bowl is.
Remember some of the restaurants we used to go to, it was a thing for
Caesar salad.
Waiter would come over and have a flair with their salad utensils in the bowl and doing a tossing thing.
It was a table-side Caesar salad. They would make the Caesar salad table.
Yeah, and they would ask you what ingredients you wanted in it.
Okay. Well, let's put those aside, but we'll leave those here.
So
to look at.
So cherry wood there, just because cherries are really a pretty color of wood.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite. And then this is a flat spoon.
Can you hold that up close?
And I want to show you this so that you can see how it is tapered there. and it's just it's
Do
really
edgewise
nice.
towards the camera so we can see
So
that.
this way,
Yeah, so it comes because it comes to a fine
it does.
point here. So I call it a beaver tail scraper. It's officially the maple flat spoon. So I don't know how it's a spoon because it's flat. I would still call it a beaver tail scraper, but I'm not in charge of that. If you're in the bottom of like your 6 or 8 quart Instapot and you're needing to scrape the last bit of rice out of that bottom corner, you hold this at an angle. Can I do this demonstration? And so it will get in there. And if you need a tighter angle, you hold it at an angle so you can really get the last delectable morsel of deliciousness out of the bottom of whatever pot you're trying to with this, because it reaches and it scrapes and it doesn't scratch. I see it fitting the round corners of your stovetop scan pan over there because that's a real curvy edge.
Yeah.
So if you've done something in there and you want to scrape the bits of it up, then this would work well for that.
Well, I think if you're sauteing onions or peppers or mushrooms or something, like in the Instant Pot or a Dutch oven, then this works really well because
can get stuff out of the
have
corner.
that tight little rounded corner, and that'll work great.
Yeah.
But for rice, you should talk about this one.
Yeah, I struggle with, I've never...
This is a rice paddle.
Yeah, this is a large, nicely sized rice paddle. I'm excited to have Tami let me start using that for real.
And it's curved too.
Yeah.
Which is so nice.
Yeah, that's not just going to be show and tell. That's going to be a demonstration spoon. We're going to demonstrate that guy. I've been fighting with these things for years. And I get in, I make 8 cups of rice at a shot. I fill an entire 6 quart pressure cooker, and when it's done, my rice is almost to the top. And then I, in our batch cooking, dispense that into our storage containers. But I'm always dealing with rice. I dig in, and then it flicks, and then rice goes flying across the room. This one that came with another pressure cooker has all these little nibs on it, and they want to hang on to the rice instead of it going. So I am not happy with my plastic rice cookers. I'm looking forward to happiness with my maple rice paddle. This is going to allow me to dispense efficiently and happily in the future. I think it's going to change my life.
Okay, I hope so.
Okay, am I over?
Yeah.
Am I being over enthusiastic?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Now, and these two you really already covered. These are maple. This is the small shallow spoon, and this is a serving spoon, just so you can see the difference between those. And these are made out of maple, and they're beautiful. They're sanded so nice and smooth, and the corners are very round, and so those would be really nice too. And you talked about how you felt like that was a sipping one from when you were a kid.
And this one's for dispensing and testing. So talk to me about this big guy here.
Okay, well, this is called a skimmer, and this is a 16-inch. So this is really nice for like your stock pot. So I've been using
on the front side.
my stock pot in order to make big batches of broth, especially when I'm doing the intermittent fasting program. Then we do the broth before we refeed. And so this is great because with the perforations, well, they're not perforations, I guess they're holes. This allows you to skim things that are in the broth. So if you've got onion or mushroom or vegetables, which I'm using all of those things when I'm making the broth. And so this allows you to skim those off, and for the
because you put those in separate dishes and leave the broth behind. Yeah.
And so a long handle for those big pots.
So if you're making your own veggie broth.
Or all kinds of different things that you can make. I use the stock pot for big batches of different kinds of soups that I make too, like Dr. Furman's green soup.
Now with these guys,
soup.
you're getting a long enough handle, and so you could be working in a cauldron with this. That we're getting into some serious territory with this.
And then this is the 16-inch round spoon, so you can actually use this, to serve things up as well, which is really nice. Like if you're doing a buffet and you've got a big bowl, a Tupperware bowl or a glass bowl or a wood bowl of things.
They've done a really nice job on these handles.
They're nice for a man's hand as well, right? Because they feel really sturdy. And then Tom was pretty excited about the cherry pie server, cake server.
I just got an upgrade on the size of my pie servings. Tami makes some great whole food, plant-based, added sugar, oil-free pies, and there's
Did you say added sugar or no added?
No added
oh,
sugar.
No added.
No added sugar. No oil pies, and so there's always a contest about what the size of the serving is. So now that's been preset by the size of the serving spoon, and I'm happy about this serving size.
Are you happy about this serving size? Here, I'll hold this up to the camera so they get a good view.
But the curvature on it too is key, because all pies have the bevel of the pie pan, and so the curvature of this allows you to get in and get underneath the pie and
serve
nudge
it
a bit and get that pie loose. So now I think you're going to get a lot of use about this this next one.
So this is the maple curved spatula. So you can see here, it does have a really nice curve on it. And this would be great, like if you're making like tofu scramble and you've got it in the pan and you are letting it, I like to let it kind of brown. And then you want to scrape that up so that you get all those little bits. And so this is going to be perfect for that. And, I can use this in the scan pan, and we just got a new green pan, which I'm anxious to be using. And so these wood utensils are going to come in really handy to be able to use in those.
Yeah, I see these three as being our heaviest use right here in everyday cooking.
Yeah, well, the grandkids are going to really want to use these.
Hey everybody, I just want to show you real quickly how to find the wooden utensils page when you use our link for Holland Bowl Mill. On my laptop here, you can see I've already entered in hollandbowlmill.com/nutmeg. I'm going to click on enter. As you can see, that home page comes up. Then you're going to go up to shop. Click on that. You get the drop down menu. Go over here to wooden utensils, click on that. That takes you to 2 pages of wooden utensils. Make your selection, proceed to the checkout, and follow the prompts there. Happy shopping.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be real exciting for them. But yeah, I think these three will use a tremendous amount. And then these for the stock pots. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now we should talk about the care and use of wood utensils.
Yeah.
Way back when I was a young cook, and we had some very inexpensive wood utensils, and I did stick them in the dishwasher.
And then they would get fuzzy.
Yes, and that is like a super no-no. Of course, I learned that I wasn't supposed to do that, and so I did stop that. So never put these in the dishwasher, you guys. The dishwasher can dry them out, cause them to split and splinter.
Removes the oils that you're trying to keep in them. So
not good. So you can hand wash these with warm soapy water, rinse them,
and dry them right away.
Dry them right away.
And that's exactly how we take care of the bowls. We use the bowls, we rinse the bowls, we wash out the bowls, dry the bowl, and then before we put it back in a stack in the cupboard, we set it on the counter to completely air dry.
Right.
Because the towel leaves around just a little trace of moisture. But these, wash them and then dry them, and then let them kind of finish air drying completely on your dish rack so that there's no sitting and moisture going on.
Right, and then you need to oil them periodically. So this is what we like to use.
And this is cuttingboardcompany.com, food grade mineral oil. I do list this on our Amazon page under, I guess it would be, well, it's in with the bowls, in the bowls category now, but I might have to put it over utensils now as well. Or you can go to your local drugstore and get food grade mineral oil there. But if you want to save that trip, you can just add it to your next Amazon order. And it's just a little light grade, again, food grade mineral oil.
Yeah, so you don't want to use vegetable oil, and you don't want to use any of the nut oils because those can go rancid. You don't want to use olive oil because those oils can go rancid.
Right.
And so Holland Bowl says to use the food grade mineral oil, and you don't need to oil the utensil every time you've used it and washed it. What you do is, look at what it looks like when it's new, and it has a nice sheen to it. It is not dull. You'll know when it needs to be oiled because it will start to lose that sheen and look a little bit dull, and that tells you, in the same way that the bowls do, that tells you, hey, I need a little bit of oil. I'm getting a little bit dried out.
They call for oil by the way they look. Yes.
They do. And you'll learn that. Like this has nice color to it right now. It's not dull. It doesn't need oil. The same with these utensils. But when they start to look dull, you'll know they just need a little coating of oil on them.
And one thing about wood utensils in general is they do last, when cared for properly, a very, very long time. And let's say it's 10 years from now and Tami's, worn down the front edge of this, you can just, find a nice piece of sandpaper and dress it back out again and put it right back into new shape. Or if you do have some care issues, and they can always be refreshed with with the right grit of sandpaper. So people often have heirloom wooden spoons
and bowls
that maybe they've had with them for the bulk of their life. So
yeah, absolutely. So anyway, we're super excited to have these, and we wanted to share them with all of you as well. So if you have any questions, you can leave us a question in the comment, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, watch for them to show up on future videos. We'll probably bring it up if we're using our spoon.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Sounds good. All right. Okay, that's all we've got for today, I think. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and tap on that bell that's next to the subscribe so that you'll get notifications whenever we put up a new video. I'm Tami.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you
get healthy and stay healthy, one meal at a time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.